There I am. Hi, everybody. I'm going to play some songs. Adjusting the microphone. I'm David Debiak's son. Hello, everyone.
What's up, buddy?
Ahoy.
Got the closer.
Yeah. There you go. That's better.
We'll work this out.
Enjoy.
Is that better? So it's good to see everybody. Well, I have to admit, from all the way back here, I can't see as much as I'd like to. For the first song I'm going to play, it's a song my brother reminded me of a week or two ago. It's his wedding song, and I had actually written the song for their wedding. And when I wrote the song, I was picturing an end of the world kind of apocalypse scenario situation, and the people in my lives that were just being at peace with it. And I pictured Jason and Lauren together and just okay. And I think, now's a fitting time because they're married now. And they have two beautiful children. And this is for them. When the storm comes through, I will be there listening to you. If the day don't break, you will be the only one I take across the open sky to the stars. Above the coming rains, the whole world could fall apart, but I won't take my eyes off of you. Mark my words, my dear, there could be no evil we could fear. Light inside our hearts, lead us to the heavens in the dark. You are always safe in my arms. The path that we have found is on peaceful, loving ground, and I will take your hand, guide you through. There's light beyond the fire. We leave all the things that we desire to walk out in the dust. Helped ourselves to one thing we could trust. But I hope these words come true. I was not complete till I saw you next to me, and I will take your hand, guide you through. And I will take your hand, guide you through. I have a lot of notes, but I've always had a lot of notes. I used to tour the country and I had a stack of paper with me, and I'd read off it every single solitary night. And then the one night that we came home and played a local show, and I was feeling really good about myself, so I didn't put the lyrics down. They didn't come with me somehow. And the song we were playing is "We Don't Bleed," which is Moonlight Fire. And in the middle of the song, it just breaks down to the kick drum, and then I'm supposed to come in and sing. And I had no idea, but I could have been on a different planet. I had no idea what the words were. I literally said, "What are the words?" I said to my brother, who looked like he was going to pass out. It was pretty fun. Yeah, we made it. Somehow the song ended. That's all that really matters. It ended. We didn't get booed. Nobody cared. I'm going to tune this real quick. Sorry. We Don't Bleed from that record, by the way, is something that I have contemplated trying to play every single solitary time I've done one of these live streams. And you just can't play it without the band. I know there's probably a bunch of people that would disagree with me. But it's literally the only song where I'm like, yes, needs drums. All right, you'll probably know this one. Here we go. I saw you dance by the fire, right through the shadows that you fear. So no one was here. I held the light left behind you. You whispered something in my ear, told me all was clean. I held the pieces of you lost and left alone. I saw the days when you were empty on your own. You gotta know, you gotta know, you gotta know. The simple way that you're moving, I'd wait for hours till you'd call. Remember me at all? I parted ways with the sunlight. I know songs that you would sing, memories you would bring. I held pieces of you lost and left alone. I saw the days when you were empty on your own. You gotta know, you gotta know, you gotta Mikey sent me a bass line, I think, on that song, and I wrote the rest of it in about 5 seconds. And it's kind of one of the things I miss doing with him. Lately, we haven't been doing much of it. I mean, lately, everybody's kind of, schedule is torn apart and is really wacky. But one of the things that I missed, especially doing that record, was just getting these, 2 o'clock in the morning, freakouts of Mikey just wailing away on something, and I'd have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and be like, I fucking hear this shit, run right up to the office and write the song. And it's the fun stuff to do. Only 90% of it doesn't make the record. Oh boy. So this is a song about somebody This is a song about somebody who has lost someone, not like physically, but just lost their relationship with the person over substance abuse, alcoholism. I feel like that's been a topic that's kind of surrounded me my whole life. And until recently realized that, by recently I mean like today, realized that I probably should not drink when I'm having a lot of stress, if at all, and ever again. And I listened to this song on the way to work this morning, and it was just soul crushing. And I think it's one of the most beautiful songs ever written. This is by Concrete Blonde. It's called Joey. Joey, baby, don't get crazy. Detours, fences, I get defensive. I know you've heard it all before, so I don't say it anymore. Just stand by and let you fight your secret war. Though I used to wonder why, used to cry till I was dry. So sometimes I get a strange pain inside. Oh, Joey, if you're hurting, so am I. Joey, honey, I got no money. All is forgiven. Listen, please listen. If I didn't mean to be with you, and when I said you scared me, well, I guess you scared me too. But we got lucky once before, and I walk close the door. And if you're somewhere drunk and passed out on the floor, oh, Joey, I'm not angry anymore. Joey, baby, don't get crazy. Detours, fences, I get defensive. If I seem to be confused, I didn't mean to be with you. And when you said you scared me, well, I guess you scared me too. But if it's love you're looking for, I can give a little more. And if you're somewhere drunk and passed out on the floor, oh, Joey, I'm not angry anymore. Angry anymore. angry anymore. So that's Joey. That was Concrete Blonde, one of my favorite bands back in the day, and I do still revisit them all the time. Here's a song that I keep coming back to. I don't know why. I think I wrote this song when I wrote this entire record about space and travel and the sky, and he gets stranded and he comes home and all this stuff happens, and I wrote out all these pages, and I wrote songs and songs and songs and songs about it and stuff like that, and probably there was probably a lot of detangling and twisting around that was going on in my mind at the time, and kind of came up with this song. Is about kind of being stranded out there on your own, and I really feel like if you're out there right now and you're listening to this, and I don't know if you are because I can't see you from here, but even if one of you are, it's okay to be with that feeling, especially during the times we're having. It's okay to be with the feeling of I'm falling, and it's okay to be one with that. It's okay for that to be something that's okay in your heart and that you can resolve and come back to at some other point in time with some compassion and hold it and let it grow. This song, when I wrote it, it didn't have that. I was literally just a song about being left out in space, which is kind of where I feel like if I'm going to be honest, it's just where I feel like I've been lately. And so, yeah. This is from Hanging There, Charlie. It's a Sleep Station record. Oh no, it seems that I have let you go. Oh no, it seems that I have misunderstood where you are, reading the plans. You have missed it, reading the plans. You've hit everyone right between the eyes, like you knew you were on the run. You have fallen some. You have fallen some. Now that I have unveiled the sunlight in your prayer, the dwindling that has left you there, lost and very scared, lost and very scared. And you have fallen some. You have fallen some. You have fallen some. And you have fallen some. You have fallen some. And you have fallen some. This is another EC song. It happened to also be a New on Fire song, and we made it work somehow by taking it from a record, and this was all Mikey, where it was a romp of a kind of a country sort of stomp with people stomping their feet and clapping their hands and singing along. And he was like, "No, I'm hearing something like different." And once you hear the song, you know the song. It's like, I don't know where he comes up with this shit. I don't know how he came up with this shit. I don't know how Dan, the producer, on the project, how he heard it any differently, because he produced the first way we did the song. So that was like in him, that was like ingrained in his body. We did it that way and we were done. And then we came back to it and we had to recreate it all over again. I gotta say, that was fun. That was a challenge. A challenge I don't really get to have when I go into the studio. I never really get to do that, recreate something and build it from scratch with new ideas and new people in the room and everything like that. It just never had the opportunity. But I'm going to play the old-fashioned way, There's a video for this. If you look it up, it's called "Until the Light Goes Out on Me," and it's I don't know. I made the video on my iPhone, and it means a lot to me. How long will it take before it's gone? Something said there's never right or wrong. Somewhere in the middle where you are, let myself let go until I'm far, until the light goes out, the light goes out on me. Something in me I could never trust. Along this road I settle in the dust. Kick and fight and stir it up again. I can see the path in front of me, it never ends until the light goes out. The light goes out on me. I'm not the man my father thought I'd be, but I can take a punch and never bleed. Take the worst and give back what I can. Run from all the memories, but won't know who I am until the light goes out. The light goes out on me. Now along the highway I just breathe, rest my mind and settle in the dirty breeze. And every night I dream I'm at your side. The moment I awake I go to ride until the light goes out. Light goes out on me. On me, yeah, on me, on me, yeah, until the light goes out, the light goes out on me. So yeah, that was fun. Oh, I can't wait to play this next one. It's my favorite. Every once in a while, when I was a kid, we went down to the boardwalk and the beach every year. It was a family thing. My whole family went down, and friends of the family went down, and it was a lot of fun. And I've had so many romantic moments regarding my time down there over the years, even as an adult. The romanticism of it all. And I wrote a song about a guy who was from that town, and he kind of didn't go anywhere after he graduated, and he was kind of still hanging around. And I guess the girl that he was crazy about, he let her get away too quickly. And I wanted it to sound like song to sound like it does Down the Short of Me, which is like kind of that early 60s kind of vibe. So anyway, this is on the EC record. I came on the radio on your porch, playing songs that remind you of that time when you got high and sat around just talking to your girlfriends, saying I was just a little more than something fine. Well, I've got mine. I don't need you to call home. Wish it was something in you saw. Wish it was something about me I could find and change. Because baby, I was crazy to let you get away. I could hear the radio in my car, playing songs that remind me of that face when life was a game. I could see there's nothing left around me. All the boys moved out and left me here to waste, like I've been erased. I don't need you to call her. Wish it was something in you saw. Wish it was something about me I could find to change. Because baby, I was crazy to let you get away. I could see the shadows of my old street. I remember days when I was not so lost. When did I go soft? Now I pick my head up in the daylight, drive for miles until I hit the dead moonlight, till I am right. I don't need you to call. Wish it was something in you saw. Wish it was something about me I could find to change. Because baby, I was crazy to let you get away. Because baby, I was crazy to let you get away. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Because baby, I was crazy to let you get away. Thanks for listening. If you are out there, I think, please. No. So this one's kind of heavy to me. It always will be. I write about my wife often. She's been with me and through thick and thin for a very long time. And practicing this song today reminded me, like right now, like everything is just so crazy out there. It's just, I feel like I'm losing my mind. But I remember writing this song when we were, destitute, and just kind of crawling up out of that and trying to get life going the way we wanted it to. And this was just kind of about growing up here in New Jersey and struggling to get ahead. If you're not born into a certain place, this land here can be pretty unforgiving. But this is for Melissa because yeah. My love, my heart, to rise above the billowing smoke of the factory's grace. The sunlight all twisted from clouds that we making or choking. I just wanna see all the places I like, the mountains and prairies. When I close my eyes, I can see them. Maybe we are now just what we aimed for. I hold all the cards now, never held them before. You are my heartache, you are my trust. We made the earth shake, laid in the dust. Now I'm in old face, pictures don't lie. You were the first place I ran to hide. This new souvenir is the voice of my dad, saying there's no chance that we ever had. No faith out in Jersey, just an old broken church. From out of the shadows, we're born from the dirt and we rise. We rise. You are my heartache, you are my trust. We made the earth shake, laid in the dust. And now I'm in old face, and pictures don't lie. You were the first place I ran to hide. You were the first place I ran to hide. So that was that one. All right. If you've seen any of my other live streams, then you've witnessed me profusely apologizing for how many times I screw this one up. And I don't think you care. As long as you're singing along, and I want you to be. I know I can't physically hear you, but I got you. And we all make an agreement to sing along before the song starts, and I'll know we're doing this one together. This is called I Lied. Everything that's weak goes through the window. I gently fill my veins, watching all the doors close. Stars are blindfold me tonight. that do not haunt, they still don't come. Everything that's sweet goes through the window, the gently fill my veins. Watching all the doors close, stars are aligned for me tonight. Something jars my brain. When I close my eyes, it goes away. I can't remember life without the pain, without my arms around you again. I can't remember dreams when I was young, that do not haunt, they still don't come. You swore you'd give it everything you like. Sit and watch me glide through all the lights, the calm, the darkness that is life. Just wait here, I was told, with all the ghosts of everyone that tried to fly. I can't remember life without the pain, without my arms around you again. I can't remember dreams when I was young, that do not haunt, they still don't come. You swore you'd give it everything you like. Sit and watch me glide through all the lights, the calm, the darkness that is life. I have no idea how to play this one. I'm gonna just try to remember off the top of my head. This is probably one of the most important songs that ever came into my life. I didn't have this song until Mikey sent me a poem he wrote, and I read it. I knew exactly what it meant to me, and I knew exactly how to present it, to write it, and exactly what to do leading up to it. Because to me, this song spoke to me in a great deal about my grandfather who had just passed. And I wrote this song about him. This was a tough one. I remember being outside early in the morning in the studio. I don't know if DJ Goodwin's on there or not or whatever, but he was producing the project, and he got up especially early, which is weird. And I was on the deck drinking coffee and smoking, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, I rewrote the song, I literally woke up that morning. I walked out to the deck. I looked at the sunrise, and I wrote the beginning of the song about my grandfather. Before that, it had just been very vague, and it went from one place to another, and it was just I was trying to do this trippy thing while I can get to this very succinct ending that Mikey had come up with. But then I realized that this part needed TLC, and I think it needed to make the ending be what it is. So this one that's especially close to my heart, and I'm going to play it for my grandfather right now. Always kept me in your pocket, no limit meditations on it was never lost on you. People wrapped around your finger, your smile with me lingers through everything I do. Don't leave the heart within you. Keep the things that matter to you wrapped up in the comfort of your love. Don't come undone. Don't come undone. Only people can destroy things beautiful and longing for days when we believe. Let go, as pieces of us wrapped up into the parts that bind us will settle in the ground. Don't leave the heart within you. Keep the things that matter to you wrapped up in the comfort of your love. Don't come undone. Don't come undone. Sometimes we land where we land. Sometimes we can when we can. Sometimes we laugh when we cry. Sometimes we don't say goodbye. Why can't we smile when we frown? Learn to get up when we're down. Why don't we sing when we're winning? It's not the end, we're beginning. Sometimes we don't say goodbye. Sometimes we live when we die. Only got a couple more. I think you'll like this one. Because no matter what, I always seem to get messages, and I believe me, like if you send me a message, I most likely am going to see it. I'm not famous, so I read them and I love them. And I noticed, just a personal notice over the years, and I've said it to Mikey, that like people like songs on the record, and then people like this song on the record, and really let me know it more so than any other song that we have on the record. So I'm gonna play it for you. And you know, for me, it's like one of my favorite tracks too. I think Mikey and I really both knew what we were sitting on with this one. There's a great drum and bass sound on this record, by the way. I'm just gonna get technical with you for like 2 seconds. If you go and you listen to the song, you listen to how D. James Goodwin, recorded the drums and the bass in the song, and that's why he's like a very, very good human being to know in music. Hey Lacey, you know my intentions. Hey Lacey, you don't need no ring. Burning the cross, it is your calling. Come lay your body next to me. Is it the way we are emphatically divided? Is it a curse to settle everybody's score? You are sun that burns in space on the horizon. You are the part of me that always heeds the call. Hey Lacey, you don't need no reason. Hey Lacey, you will fall for me. Burning the earth where you stood calling for anyone to come and take you home. Is it the way we are emphatically divided? Is it a curse to settle everybody's score? You are the sun that burns in space on the horizon. You are the part of me that always needs to go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey Lacey, you know my intentions. Hey Lacey, you don't need no ring. Is it the way we are emphatically divided? Is it a curse to settle everybody's score? You are the sun that burns in space on the horizon. You are the part of me that always needs to call. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, I got to get to some talking. I have some things I wanted to say. I have a friend, V, and she lives in California. And, I've just known her through the industry 3 years, and then we became friends. And I have a charity space called TAC that you're on right now. As many of you already know about TAC and the struggle that we are having trying to keep the doors open. Pandemic shut us down, and at TAC, our sole function is to offer the space for people to, have classes in, group classes in, art galleries, music concerts, pop-up shops, things of that nature. So basically, I'm out of business. And what V decided to do was make masks for people, and she was going to sell the masks and donate a portion of the proceeds to TAC, so that we can keep LGBTQ night going every Friday in the beginning of the month. That we can have like that stand-up comedian come in on Thursday nights to like 10 people. Like, just, it's our place, and it doesn't deserve to go out of business for doing what it's been able to do for the society. It just doesn't seem fair, So her link, TAC, on the TAC post on Instagram, we posted her link and where you can get masks from her if you need them. And I also posted the first song I played, which is "I Will Guide You Through" on Bandcamp. And all the proceeds of that will also go towards hopefully keeping TAC in play. Now, I wouldn't be getting out of here alive if I didn't play this next song for Veek, who was the wonderful woman who's making masks and I'm hoping is watching. Because this is for her. I asked her, I said, give me one song you want me to play and I'll play it. And she said this. So the song's always was always my most fun to play with the band, and I'll leave it at that. But you get the point. This is Caroline. Just close my eyes and wait to die. Forget everything and twist my swollen dreams around my heart. It goes. I cling to my pride. They can take our lives. My soul is yours and mine, and I love you, Caroline. As the hours break, I feel your body shake. I hold my breath as you cry. I miss everyone so much I haven't done. Intentions fall like rain. I cling to your side. They can take our lives. My soul is yours and mine, and I love you, Caroline. I see the sun, maybe the smoke is went away with the guns. I see the sun, everything looks strange, nothing will ever be the same again. I see the sun, feel it touch my face, pray that there is change and someday we will walk away. Caroline. I see the sun. Caroline. All right, so this is going to be my last song, and I'm trying to think of anything else I'd like to tell you guys about. Oh yeah, I have a new record coming out this year or next. I don't know. It's going to be a bunch of B-sides from New Lead Fire that didn't make it on our last record, which is out. It's called Tired of This Man. You can find that anywhere for a New Lead Fire record, and it looks like the comic book and everything for Electric Century is killer. Just everything looks nice and well thought out and drawn and written, and I think the songs are the best we've ever had. I got to work with we didn't have a producer on this song. Our regular producer he bagged out, even he wasn't into it. So Mikey was like, obviously we're going to use right, and I was scared. Because I'd never really worked with other guys. I'd never been in a room with other dudes other than the guys I had grown up putting records out with. So I have to say that that's going to be an interesting record for you guys, because not only I think did he get the best out of me as a songwriter, but he, just it's sonically, it's killer. It's an absolute killer record, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. On this last song, I always tell people it's always going to be the last song I play, probably till I take my last breath. I wrote this one for my wife. This is for Melissa. Right now, I hope you're listening. Things have been very difficult for everybody in New Jersey. Financially, emotionally, it's been difficult for me. Financially, emotionally, it's been hard to connect. It's been hard to be my authentic self because of all of the fear and the craziness that surrounds us on a daily basis. I mean, you put on the news for 5 minutes and it could snap your brain. Literally, I'm not even joking around. And if there's a lot of you, who are out there who are mentally ill, who are suffering because of this coronavirus, get in touch. We'll find a hotline of some type. We'll find some way to get you the help you need. It's not a joke. I've found that it's been quite trying on me, and I would like to play this song to my wife because it came to me in an instant, and everything with her in my life has come in an instant. Like the second I saw her, I knew I loved her, and the second I saw her in the church, I knew I was gonna be with her for the rest of my life. And there's a lot of moments like that with her. And this one, I was at a restaurant, and it came to me. The song came to me. I grabbed the waiter or the waitress, I don't remember, and I was like, "Give me a pen." And she came over and grabbed me a pen, and I wrote the whole song out. Melissa completely understood. I was in my place, and she just sat there nicely. And when I came home, I had it. I've actually had to re-record this song a few times. The last time we recorded it was for a record called "The Dirt, the Blood, the Faith," which is New Line Fire. My friend Dan, it was cool. It was just him and I, and I'm sitting. This song is just the way you're hearing it right now. Only his harmony and piano part are missing. And when we sat down to do the song together, he lives upstate New York in Woodstock, and it's in the mountains, and it was pouring hard. And I was like, dude, crack the door, just like, let's just hear it. Let's just hear like what it would sound like if I was in the room with the door open and I was just sitting here playing the guitar. So we did, and it set a really cool vibe for the song, and it really made me feel even more connected to my wife. So I'm gonna try to play it to the best of my ability. This is called October. It's for Melissa, and I love her. I remember songs, you remember faces, all our dreams are kept alive, following the changes of a gentle wind. We float until our hearts can settle in. I believe that it can change. You said never give in. Don't believe their lies or cave into ultimatums. If I lose, I win. 'Cause I'll be coming home to you again. We've made the hearts start beating in our children. It's a sacrifice of love we've made. It's something to believe in. I'll find work again. We can live a better life for them. You believe in luck, and I follow my vision. Someday I will die and find my way to heaven. I'll be waiting then to open up the door and let you in. I'll open up the door and let you in. It's fucking hot in here.
good to see you. All of you. I don't know what I'm doing. I have to turn this off, but I don't know how. Oh, thank you, Eric. It's awesome. I think my son's about to barge in the room to try to fix this.
Figure it out yet?
I'm looking at all the very nice compliments I'm getting from people that are very sweet.
Oh, wonderful.
That was the best, says Lukey Way.
Oh, that's so nice.
That makes me...
you can scroll through if you want. You could scroll. Look at that.
Oh, look at all those people. That's crazy.
You ready?
I had fun with you guys. Thank you. I'm going to end the stream, and I'm going to do one maybe next week or the week after, and I'm going to play some things that are not like... thank you, Dan. Jeez, you were listening? That's awesome, man. Thanks. And Lorna. If I wasn't sure how far away from the TV, I was far away, so I couldn't see if you were on or not. But had you been on, I might have played Brothers, just for you. Alexander's. All right. So let me see. I'm going to end the stream. By the way, this is Vincent in the Noise.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if anybody is privy to this knowledge, but this guy goes by Vincent and the Noise. You can find him on YouTube and on Spotify and everywhere. And his shit is like, he's like 18 and he's like playing stuff that I
19.
19, whatever you are. And I don't know, man.
Thank you.
Just haven't, been able to grasp how advanced he is for, I don't know. I couldn't do that at 19. It's like another 10 years before I wrote something that I liked. Anyways, thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you.
Vincent in the Noise. Yes. Vincent in the Noise. Yeah. He's on Spotify. They got a,
Thanks
I don't know if you use
tuning
Spotify or Apple or whatever, but he does rock too. Yeah. Vincent in the Noise. He's got an EP that just landed last week.
No, more.
I'm feeling bad for this guy. I'm feeling bad for this guy because he can't go out and tour and he can't play live and he's stuck in the house just like everybody else, but we're making the most of it, She says we both have to get on a stream together soon. I have a song that I would like him to play with me, but
I agree.
He won't do it.
Let's do it.
And Lover I Am Sleeping is my favorite one. Yeah. That's my favorite song.
Really?
Yeah. You know that? I'm pretty sure I told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Lover I Am Sleeping is my favorite song.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Ian, we need to social distance, at least have a beer, man. Like that's got to happen. Like I'll set up a lawn chair 6 feet from me and we could look at each other. The Caro is deliberately not knowing that this is happening. He's blocked on every single solitary piece of social media I have. So yeah. The Caro is not here. All right, count you in too, man. Anyone who wants to come over, I got the whole backyard set up. My friends, my son sits out back. They got this fire pit, and they all sit like far away from each other, and they have a nice conversation. Everyone goes home. It seems safe to me. I don't think anyone's getting hurt, right? We're social distancing. You can still see the people you love. And I got to be honest with you, I've been messed up because I haven't been able to go out and have a beer with Ian and talk about how much we like a movie or something. It gets to you. You miss that stuff, man. You miss it. You miss seeing everybody. I miss all of you, and I'll see you soon.